Hello everyone, welcome back to Pharmacy India. In today's session, we are going to start mock paper number 11, which will be of health education and clinical pharmacy. In short, we can call it as HECP. As you all know, Pharmacy India has taken an initiative in which we are providing you this series regarding the Telengana pharmacist, by which you will be able to practice the questions and you will be solving these questions for the preparation of your Telangana pharmacist. So we are going to start this. If you are all new on our channel, please do subscribe it, and as well as you may please download the Pharmacy India mobile app from the Google Play Store. From there you are going to get latest updates regarding the pharma updates, and as well as on Google, please type pharmacyindia.co.in. You will be finding this page, and it is our official website in which you are going to get latest updates, quizzes, daily job updates, previous year papers, current affairs, subjective blogs, college details, etc. Regarding the pharma updates, all updates are be updated in our official website, which is pharmacyindia.co.in, and you may follow us from various platforms, that is WhatsApp and through the Telegram channels. We have provided the links of these channels, that is of WhatsApp and as well as Telegram, in the description. From there you may follow us. Now we are going to start the session of mock paper 11. First question is, which concept describes the harmonious balance between the healthy body and the environment? So in this question, the question is asked regarding what is the harmonious balance between health body and the environment? And the options are biomedical concept, psychosocial concept, holistic concept, or ecological concept. And the right answer would be option number D, that is ecological concept. The ecological concept is ecologist, means ecologists have reviewed or viewed health as a dynamic equilibrium between man and the environment, means between human beings and the environment, that is surroundings. And the disease, which is maladjustment of human organism to environment. By this research, they will be able to find out the maladjustment of the human organisms to the environment, that how they are going to get a disease or how the disease will be affecting the human organisms. Next question is, what is AYUSH? What is AYUSH? Means they are asking the full form of AYUSH, and the options are Ayurveda, Yoga, Unani, Siddha, and Homeopathy. Next option is Ayurveda, Yoga, Unani, Siddha, and Herbal. Next option is Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, and Homeopathy. And the last option is allopathy, Unani, Siddha, and homeopathy. And the right answer is option number 8, that is Ayurveda, Yoga, Unani, Siddha, and the homeopathy. As you all know, the AYUSH department is the government department. The full form of AYUSH is Ayurveda, Yoga, Unani, Siddha, and homeopathy. Under the AYUSH, the persons are getting cover for any of the treatments from this AYUSH department. The persons who are infected any of the diseases, they are getting the treatment, and they are getting the alternates of the allopathic sciences, means the medicines which are available in our market, they are allopathic. They are totally of allopathic, and through AYUSH department we are getting the alternate methods of the allopathic sciences. And from this, AYUSH is the part of the government, and as well as the government has developed an ministry which is known as AYUSH ministry. Next question is, what is the full form of CNG in controlling vehicular air pollution? For controlling the air pollution, the government has released and CNG. So what is the full form of CNG? CNG stands for what? Options are combined natural gas, or compressed natural gas, or common natural gas, or combined nitrogen gas. And the right answer is option number B, compressed natural gas. CNG stands for compressed natural gas. It is a gaseous fuel, and as well as it is a mixture of hydrocarbons. Mainly in this, methane is present. It is a compressed natural gas which contains many hydrocarbons, mainly which contains a mixture of many hydrocarbons, mainly methane is present in the CNG. Next question is, any undesirable change in the physical, chemical or biological features of air, land and water is called. The question is asking, if we are able to see, or if we are seeing there is a undesirable change or unexpected change in the nature of air, land and the water, that term or that particular term would be known as what? Options are ecology, pollutants, pollution, ecosystem, and the right answer is pollution. If air, land and the water, their quality is decreasing day by day, that is the term for this is known as pollution. Means any unexpected or undesirable change, if we are seeing in physical, chemical or biologically changes in the air, land and the water, this will be automatically affecting our life, or this will be automatically affecting the human's life and as well as the animal's life, and this is known as pollution. Next question is, contamination of which of the following causes giardia? Contamination of what causes giardia? And the answer, you have to answer that question, and the options are water, chemical, food or air, and the right answer is water. Means if water is contaminated with microorganism, if microbes enter in the water, that is examples of microbes, it would be bacteria, virus, parasites, fungi, etc. If the water is contaminated, that particular disease will known as giardia, and the giardia germs are mainly present in poop of animals or as well as in the human beings. Who are infected with these diseases? Who are infected with this disease? And anything can be contaminated with the human or animal poop, because they have the potential to spread the germs from one place to another, and as well as giardia can be spread from one person to another through direct contact, and as well as it can also spread through contaminated water, surfaces or objects. So if water is contaminated, that would be automatically causing giardia. Next question is, food poisoning is caused by, what is the main causative organism or main causative agent of food poisoning? And the options are Clostridium tetani, Clostridium welchii, diphtheria or Clostridium botulinum. And the right answer is Clostridium botulinum. The main causative agent of food poisoning is Clostridium botulinum. Botulinum toxins are ingested through improperly processed food. Means the bacteria or the microorganisms enter in the foods, or the spores survive in that particular food, that will automatically produces the toxins in that particular food, and that would be causing food poisoning if someone is having or if someone has eaten that particular food. Mainly foodborne intoxication or human botulism can also be caused by intestinal infections, and as well as the main causative agent for that particular disease, or you can say that main causative agent of food poisoning is Clostridium botulinum, especially in infants and wound infections and by inhalation. This infection can be easily spread in infants, because infants are most sensitive human beings. Next question is, milk is deficient in which mineral? Which mineral is deficient in milk? And the options are phosphorus, sodium, iron or potassium. Milk is deficient in which mineral, or you can say that which mineral is deficient in milk, and the options are in front of your screens, and the right answer is iron, because the milk is a rich source of calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, potassium and selenium and zinc. That is why iron is not present in milk, and iron is not containing milk is not containing iron because milk contains these particular rich sources in itself. Next question is, which among the following has high glycemic index? There are four options in which you have to identify that there is only one option which would be containing high glycemic index, and the options are vegetable, brown rice, whole grains, or syrupy foods, means liquid foods. And the right answer is syrupy foods, means liquid foods. That means if they are some syrup foods, or you can say that syrups food contain a high glycemic index, that is GI, means they can cause blood sugar level to spike and trigger insulin release. By this question is simply saying, this explanation is simply saying that if high glycemic index, if a food containing high glycemic index, it can directly cause, or it would be a cause, it would be causing diabetes in that particular person, and the insulin will be triggered. As well as GI measures how quickly the body breaks down carbohydrates in food into glucose in the blood, because through this glycemic index is what it is, it measures how quickly the food breaks down into carbohydrates in food into glucose and in the blood. Next question is the definition. Health is the complete physical, mental, and health, social well-being, and not just any absence of disease or infirmity is given by. There is a one definition which is saying health is the complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not just any absence of disease or infirmity is given by. It is Indian Food and Logistic Department or World Health Organization has given this definition, or US FDA or Indian Pharmacopoeia. And the right answer is WHO, means World Health Organization given this definition that health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity in any of the individual. Next question is the fourth stage of demographic cycle is in. We have to identify the country which is having fourth stage of demographic cycle, that is India or the Belgium, Bangladesh or Pakistan. And the right answer is Belgium. Belgium is having the fourth stage of the demographic transition model. But day by day the cases are increases of the fourth stage demographic cycle, so it would be switched from fourth stage to fifth stage very soon. It means birth rate and the death rate is slow, but the death rate hasn't quite crossed over yet. Although the birth rate and the death rate are same, but the death rate is not decreasing because it is doesn't end. It doesn't end means the death rate is also present there and the birth rate is very low. So how you will be getting the new population in that particular country? Belgium is facing that only. Next question is health is defined as a state of. How you will be defining the health? Physical, mental, and social well-being. Next option is condition free from diseases. Next option is social well-being or the economic well-being. And the right answer is health is defined as if a person is totally or completely physical, mental, and social well-being or fitted. That means WHO have defined the health is a state where a person is completely physical, mental, and social well-being, and there may not merely the absence of diseases or infirmity. Next question is which of the following food source has the highest mean iodine content? You have to identify the one of the food source from these four options which is having the highest mean of iodine content, that is meat, vegetable, freshwater fish or seawater fish. And the right answer is seawater fish is having the highest mean iodine content because seaweed, that is kelp, nori, kombu and wakame, they are one of the best food sources of iodine. And the other good sources of the iodine are seawater fish and the seafood, as well as the egg is also containing the highest amount of iodine in itself. Iodine also is present in human breast milk. Iodine also present in human breast milk. Next question is, who is universally known as the father of microbiology? Who is known as the father of microbiology universally? And the options are Leeuwenhoek or the Carl Linnaeus or Howard Florey or Ernst Everett. And the answer is, you all know very well, that is Sir Anthony Leeuwenhoek. That means now I am going to explain the scientist's name and their contributions, or they are associated with what. Like Fricosterius is associated with the, he has given a proposal, he has proposed a contagium vivum, that is causative agents of infectious diseases. Next is von Planzis. He had suggested that each disease is caused by a separate agent. That means each disease is having his own causative agent. Next, Agostino Bessi, he has discovered the pathogenic microorganism. Next, Davane and Pollander, they have observed anthrax bacilli in the blood of animals. Next is Louis Pasteur. He is known as the father of modern microbiology. Next is Robert Kocher. He is known as the father of modern microbiology because he had discovered Mycobacterium tuberculosis and V. cholera, in which he had introduced training techniques, methods of obtaining bacteria in a pure culture on solid media, which is suggested that Koch postulates. And if we are talking about Joseph Lister, he is known as the father of aseptic surgery. Antony van Leeuwenhoek is known as the father of compound microscope, as well as the father of bacteriology and microbiology universally. Next question is, Entamoeba histolytica belongs to the class. Which Entamoeba histolytica belongs to the which class? Bacteria, virus, protozoa, or the fungus? And the right answer is protozoa, because the Entamoeba histolytica belongs to the class of protozoa. If I am going to tell about Mystogophora or flagellated protozoans like Trypanosoma, Trichomonas, Giardia, Leishmania, etc. I'm talking about the protozoa classification. Next is Sarcodina or amoeboids like amoeba or antamoeba, etc. Next is sporozoa or sporozoans, that is Plasmodium, Myxodium, Nosema, Globidium, etc. And the last one is Celiophora or ciliated protozoans. They will be containing Paramecium, Watercilla, Balantidium, etc. Next question is, which of the following organisms has different strains that make almost 200 different antibiotics? In this question, they have asked which of the following organism from these four options which will be having different strains that can make 200 different antibiotics from itself. And the options are Ashbiba gossypi or Streptomyces hygroscopicus or Trichoderma viridie or Aspergillus niger. And the right answer is Streptomyces hygroscopicus. Streptomyces hygroscopicus. Streptomyces hygroscopica produces many antibiotics like Geldenomycin, Hygromycin B, Nigericin, Manopeptimycins, alpha, beta, gamma, and the last one is Cariomycin, etc. Because Streptomyces hygroscopicus are able to produce 200 different types of antibiotics from different strains. Next question is, the rod-shaped bacteria are. The question is related to what? Classification of the bacteria according to the shapes. The options are Coccus, Spirella, Bacillus, Vibrio. In which one of the option is containing the rod-shaped bacteria? So you have to identify that particular option only, and the right answer is Bacillus. I'll show you these some diagrams like Morphological classification of bacteria. That means ki according to the shape of bacteria. And the options are, and the shapes are different like micrococcus, diplococcus, tetra, and the question was related to the rod shaped bacteria, that is microbacillus, diplobacillus, coccobacillus, etc. And the next question is, yeast comes under a group of, yeast comes under which group? Options are bacteria, fungi, protozoa, or the virus. And the right answer is option number B, fungi. Yeast comes under the group of fungi. Morphological, if we are talking about the classification of the fungi, and on the basis of morphological classification, it contains yeast or yeast-like fungi, or molds, or the dimorphic fungi. And if we are talking about the taxonomical classification, it contains zygomycetes, ascomycetes, basidiomycetes, or deuteromycetes. And the next question is, Schick test is performed to test the degree of immunity against which type of immunity? Schick test is performed. Options are tuberculosis, tetanus, rabies, or the diphtheria. Question is related to the diseases. Which type of a disease we are going to diagnose it, or we are going to identify the causative agent of that particular disease with the help of Schick test. So it is done against which type of disease or which type of immunity? Tuberculosis, tetanus, rabies, or diphtheria? And the right answer is diphtheria. Schick test is a skin test which determines a person's susceptibility to diphtheria. Schick test is mainly used to diagnose diphtheria because it can predict the side effects, and after the revaccination with the diphtheria vaccine, it is able to predict the side effects also. And the test involves, in it we are injecting a small amount of diphtheria toxin to the forearm of that particular patient or that particular human or the person who is infected with the diphtheria, and then we are comparing the reactions to control injection of the same amount of it inactivated toxins. Next question is, Vidal test is used for which disease we are using Vidal test? Syphilis, AIDS, hepatitis, or the typhoid? For which disease we are using Vidal test? And the right answer is typhoid. To diagnose the typhoid, the Vidal test is performed. Vidal test is a type of a blood test which detects the antibodies produced in response to what? Salmonella typhi. Because the Salmonella typhi is the causative agent of the typhoid fever. It can help to diagnose a current or the recent infections, or it is able to determine if someone is having typhoid. Next question is, the following disease has been eradicated from the world? Which disease has been eradicated from the world? It is smallpox, or the bird flu, or the polio, or chickenpox. And the right answer is smallpox, because as of July 24, smallpox and rinderpest are only two diseases that have been eradicated from the world. Now, next question is, the disease caused by varicella zoster. We have to identify from these four options that varicella zoster is causing which type of disease? Flu, whooping cough, chickenpox, or rubella? And the right answer is chickenpox. Chickenpox is caused by varicella zoster. Varicella zoster is also known as human herpes virus 3 or human alpha herpes virus 3 because it is one of the 9 known for herpes viruses that can infect humans, because it causes chickenpox commonly children's or young adults, and the shingles is in adults but rarely in children. You maybe find shingles in adults very easily but rarely in the children's. Next question is, diphtheria is caused by, what is the causative agent of diphtheria? Bacteria, viral, both A and B, that is bacteria as well as viral, or none of these? And the right answer is option number A, bacteria. Diphtheria is caused by bacteria. Diphtheria is an acute infection which is affecting most commonly throat, tonsil, larynx or the nose, because diphtheria is mainly affecting the respiratory area. It produces a grayish white false membrane of a soluble exotoxin. Causative agent of the diphtheria is exotoxin of Corynebacterium diphtheria. Mainly the causative agent is Corynebacterium diphtheria. And if we are talking about the incubation period varies from 2 to 5 days. Next question is, measles vaccine is a what type of a measles vaccine is? It is a bacterial vaccine and a bacteria are grown on artificial media, or it is a type of a viral vaccine and the viruses are grown on chick embryo cells, or it is a vaccine prepared by injecting sheep, rabbit, mice and other animals intracerebrally with virus, or it is a type of a vaccine prepared by using calves and sheep. And the right answer is option number B, because it is a type of a viral vaccine in which viruses are grown on chick embryo cells. Mostly measles vaccines are produced in chick embryo fibrioblast, that is, in short we can say that CEFS. The vaccine is made using specific pathogens free embryonated chicken eggs that are incubated for several days. Next question is, causative organism for whooping cough. What would be the causative agent or the causative organism of whooping cough? Options are Clostridium tetani or the Bacillus pertussis or the Treponema pallidum or the Vibrio cholera. And the right answer is Bacillus pertussis. Whooping cough is caused by Bacillus pertussis because it is a highly infectious disease of the respiratory tract in which trachea, bronchi as well as the bronchioles are involved, because whooping cough is affecting these three particular things in the respiratory tract, and it occurs in all ages, but it is most commonly in children under the age of 5. And the causative agent for the whooping cough is Bordetella pertussis, and the incubation period is 7 to 14 days, but not more than 3 weeks. It doesn't goes above 21 days. Next and the last question for today's mock paper is, the Dick test is related to, for diagnosing of which disease Dick test is produced. Dick test is used, and the right answer is diphtheria, scarlet fever, yellow fever or the leprosy, and the right answer is scarlet fever. The Dick test is used to diagnose the scarlet fever, and the scarlet fever is mainly a bacterial illness. So to determine or to identify the scarlet fever, the Dick test is performed. Dick test is mainly used for the diagnosing of the scarlet fever, and the scarlet is a bacterial illness. So this is our mock paper 11, in which we have discussed the 25 questions for the preparation of Telengana pharmacist. For the better preparation, I am recommending you one book, that is Mission Pharmacist from Flipkart. You will be able to order this book, and the cash on delivery is also available on this book. In this question, you will be getting previous 30 years question papers of different state as well as central level government exams, by which you will be able to do practice more questions, and it would be very beneficial for the preparation of your Telengana pharmacist. And for the non-pharma portion, I'm recommending you the non-pharma kit, in which you will be able to preparation of reasoning, general knowledge, general science, and as well as the aptitude. And this book is containing more than 5,000 MCQs in it. You will be able to order it from the Flipkart, and as well as the COD is also available on the in this book. And if you are having some queries, you may please call on the number given in your description, and you may follow us from various platforms like WhatsApp or the Telegram for the latest pharma updates. We have provided you the links of the Telegram channel and as well as the WhatsApp channel, and we have also provided you the links of the books, that is of Mission Pharmacist and the non-pharma kit, in your description box. From there or with the help of that particular links, you will be able to order these books for the preparation of your Telangana pharmacist very smoothly. Stay connected with Pharmacy India. Thank you everyone. Jai Hind.